if you know the truth, then it is your responsibility to change it. I go down on my knees and pray. There goes my country Togo in the back. But I'm halfway through this video. Oh, not even halfway. But I just watched a video of a man talking about, long story short, how I'm gonna insert it.
So this is a question I have asked on my live multiple times, and I thought it's time I bring it to video to reach a wider audience, because this is a question I have for a lot of black men and African men, and I think it's time we start to answer these questions. And before all you red pill bros come at me, don't. I'm just not the type of person to dwell on the perceived flaws of our women without focusing on ours. I pay attention to both sides. And if you know me, I'm not a panderer. I'm definitely not someone to pander to or try to defend people who are black boys calling me a bullet. No, if you know me, know who I am, the kind of family I come from, the kind of culture I come from. Tremendous self-respect. I'm not one to defend people who have known for hating me. This is not about black women. This is about black men. But I need you to answer this question. Are you ready? Now here goes. I want you to picture a scenario, right? Picture a scenario where a bunch of women are all hanging out. There's a white woman, regular white woman. There's a Jewish woman. There's an Arab woman. There's a Chinese woman. There's an Indian woman. There's a Mexican woman, a Filipina, a black American, and an African woman. So that makes 9 women hanging around, just hanging around, chilling, just drinking, enjoying the day. And then out of nowhere, conversation starts getting a little spicy. It starts getting spicy. The spice levels starts going up, and then out of nowhere, the white woman just gets up and is like, you know what? You're not going to do this with me. I'm white. Our men control governments. You're not going to play with me. Everyone's like, what? The Chinese woman gets up and is like, first of all, I'm a Chinese woman. Our men run construction. No, sorry, our men run manufacturing. If you want to build anything in this world, you need a Chinese man. So watch what you say to me. Everyone's like, okay. And then the Indian girl gets up and is like, first of all, I'm Indian. Our men run tech. If you want tech, and if you want anything to work on your phone, you want your laptop, anything to run, you need Indian men. Don't mess with me. Everyone's like, okay, okay. The Mexican woman gets up. She's like, Los Tigres del Nortes. Don't fuck with me if you need a roof over your head. Our men run construction. Don't play with me. Mexican men run construction. You play with me, I'm a holla at Jose, and it's over for you. Everyone's like, okay, okay. The Jewish woman's like, I know you all don't keep your money under your bed, so as long as you got in the bank, and watch what you say. Everyone's like, ooh, okay. The Arab woman is like, well, I'm sure you all need gas. Arab men, we control oil. That's us. Don't play with us. Everyone's like, okay, Arab girl. The Filipino is like, okay, I see what you're doing. Well, me and my girls, we have totally taken over the nursing industry. And have you noticed something? Our men are slowly taking over. In 10 years, none of you bitches can get a vaccine without a Filipino man, and we will all be housewives. So checkmate. Everyone's like, oh, okay. So black men, in this scenario, what have we given black women and African women to brag about or clap back about? Like, what have we given our women to brag about? What aspect of this world, what industry, what important part of infrastructure in this world do black men control? African men, the entire continent of Africa that belongs to us, what part of it do we control? That's my question. What do we control? And also, before you guys come at me, I know you red pill niggas again. You're gonna come at me on some, oh, we out-earn Latino men, blah, blah, blah. Fine. Do you remember Ron DeSantis a couple years ago, 2 years ago, talking all of that shit about Latino men? Did you see what happened? I can just picture the scenario. Hector gets his phone, picks up the phone, calls Jose, is like, yo, Jose, hey, fool, you want to go somewhere? You want to go on a vacation or something? I was like, for vacation? You crazy fool? I got work. I see what, yeah, let's go on that vacation. The Mexican community, the Latino community said, you know what, you want to play with us? We're not going to work. It took 3 days. Ron DeSantis came back out and literally apologized. And it's not spoken about. That is what destroyed his entire political, that is what destroyed his drive, his up, whatever the hell you want to call it, as a politician. Because he came out hardcore racist and was put in a position where he was forced to apologize to those people. That was it. Ron DeSantis is over. Trump did not pick it. It was over for him. Every group of men in this country, or whatever you want to call it, they have an aspect, an important aspect of society that they control. Black men, what do we control? I'm not talking about our earnings. Yes, when you go look at earnings, black men, we do good. Regardless of what people say about us, the data shows we're doing amazing. But as a collective, what do we control? Music? Nope. Jewish men control that. Well, unlucky enough for a lot of you, we don't live in a world where you could just go walk up to a woman and take what you want. So the sexual prowess that we're known for, we're only known for it because the people who control it, women, give us access to it. What do we control, black men? I think this is a valid question. And my suggestion, I'm no voice, I'm nothing. My suggestion would be, let's take over the garbage industry. Let's control America's trash. In New York, I don't know about any other way. In New York City, do you know what it cost? At least in my neighborhood, do you know what it would cost to start a recycling business? $25,000, and that's on the higher end. $25,000 to start a recycling business. There's so many brothers in trash. Excuse my choice of words, but there's so many brothers in trash that make good money. Why can't we come together collectively? Why can't we? Imagine an America where black men control trash. We control the trash industry in America. And someone comes out and talks shit about black men, and we're like, oh, that's how it's gonna be? Okay. And for 1 week, America's trash is not picked up. What do you think will happen then? I think every single politician will come out, get on his knees, and beg us. Because do you understand how quickly a politician will get voted out if their neighborhood starts to stink?
But yeah, it's a very important question that we need to ask ourselves as black men. What do we control?
And those of you who do things for women, what have we given our women to brag about? What have we given our women to clap back? Y'all could say all this, oh, we out-earned Mexican men, we out-earned them. Okay, we out-earned them, our women out-earned them. The women can clap back and say, if you want a roof over your head, I need you to shut the fuck up. What have we given our women to clap back with? That's a very important question we need to ask ourselves, black men. Thank you.
But basically, my note on that was the idea that it's not our fault, but it's our responsibility. Because the world has literally teared us down a lot. And by us, I mean black people as a general, the diaspora, the Africans, Jamaicans, Black Americans, whatever it may be. If you're black, if you're Negro, okay? If you're Negro, from the beginning, since we can remember, a lot of the world has taken our resources. So like the parts that we had quote unquote control over were literally taken from us. It's a matter, I was literally talking to myself and I was like, it's a matter of feeling superior within inferiority, because it's like inferior superiority is what current black men have. Bro, oh my gosh, I'm about to get into this shit, and if you're mad, you're mad, but it's the truth. It's my opinion. Because from what I've seen, black people, I'm talking about men specifically because that's what he was speaking on, but black men specifically have found inferior superiority in the sense that very surface level things such as guns, women, money, music, very surface level. But even in, like he said, even in the music, it's still Jewish people controlling that. So nonetheless, it's like guns, money, and quote unquote female dogs. You know? That's what gives black men power nowadays, you know. But it's like, take that away, and what do you have? Nothing. You're left with the inferiority. It's a result from literally, like, as humans, we are all made equal. No doubt about that. No type of race is on top of another. Every single person is equal. Fuck race, that's not even a concept. Like, everybody's equal completely. You can't even, we can all be the same. We all have the same number of bones. We all have the same number of teeth. Similar. We all have 2 eyes, 1 nose, 1 mouth. We're literally the same species, Homo sapiens. But in history, we have clearly seen time and time again that resources have been taken from minorities. Resources have been taken by, I'm talking about black people specifically, but resources have been taken from black people multiple times. Not saying that there are not other cultures or identities or races that have gotten stuff taken out of from them. But that being said, regardless of those identities gaining stuff taken from them, they were still able to build themselves back up. The Jewish, for example, they had the Holocaust where they were literally, you know, we know the whole story of that. They literally built that shit back up. The major banks nowadays are literally ran by them. Our money is quite literally controlled by them. Music, at the end of the day, the producers, the executives, the freaking record labels, is them. Hispanic people, literally like how he said, Hispanic people, they do the construction. Asian people and Filipino people, they literally do food and whatnot. Basically, what I'm trying to say is that every category of race has their thing regardless, because it's like white people in general, they have taken stuff from every single race. There's not one race that was taken out of it. From Hispanic to Middle Eastern, Indian, African, Asian, East Asian, West Asian, whatever it may be. They have managed to take something and exploit them. Okay, black people are not the only people. That being said, black people are the only ones that were not able to come back from that. Okay? Of course, each of these things were taken from different extents, different degrees, but nonetheless, we were the ones that were not able to come back from that. And our quote-unquote comeback from it is money, is females, is guns, and gang violence. Not even the stereotype, but it's like, in short, that's what gives people power, you know, the intimidation. Like within black men, that's what gives them power. Intimidation is literally their power. I hope you get that. Like, as a black woman, I hate the term black woman. As an African woman, okay, I've seen time and time again, even within my own country, my little tiny country in Africa, bro, they don't have guns, they don't have gangs, they have bitches. Women. They literally monopolize the women. They literally find their freaking power. They get their power from being above women. The idea of, okay, I go to work, she stays at home, she watches the kids, she cleans my she washes my clothes, she cleans the dishes, she cooks for me, she makes sure the kids are asleep, she makes sure the kids are healthy, she makes sure this, she makes sure the house is clean, she makes sure that she's a very good housewife, and puts it down at night. That's superiority for men, at least in Africa. I'm African. I can speak from my experience with other African men and seeing what I've seen within my community in my country. The power that they have, minuscule, is literally over women. That's the power. And take that away because it is so surface level. My point is that the power that we have gained, the industry that we have gained, is literally so surface level. And it's not things that are tangible. Like he's saying that, oh, we can monopolize the trash system. And that is so true. Black men could dead ass monopolize the trash system. And then what? Because it's a matter of, okay, everything gets taken away from you. It bears it that, okay, you're inferior. But if you have something that you can take from somebody else, and there's nothing that they can say about it, that's true superiority. That's true quote-unquote power. That's true, okay, I have a say, and either you listen to my demands or you don't. Right now, we have nothing for them to listen to our demands. Nothing. I keep saying we because at the end of the day, we are all the same. Okay? Their struggles is our struggles. The tall tale situation of black women, you know, standing behind their black man. Okay? I stand behind everybody. Let's get that first and foremost. I'm just talking about this specific demographic because it also pertains to me. And I was like, damn, that's true. That's true. I got 3 brothers. I'm literally the only daughter. Got a father. Like, come on, bro. Like, this shit is so fucking true. In order to have true superiority, you need to be able to take something, to have the freeway and the leverage to be able to take something that you own away in order to wage what you need. Because right now, our assets, because we have gold. We have gold. Togo got gold, bro. Africa got gold. Every single country that a black man could freaking come from, there's gold, bro. And by gold, I don't mean literal gold, but there's like assets, there's resources, there's literally so much. But where's those resources going? Who's controlling those resources? Clearly not us, because if we were controlling it, it would be a whole different situation. Other people are controlling those resources. Are you gonna tell me that Hispanic people don't have other people controlling their resources? Their bananas and avocados, there's stuff that other people have taken, colonized, and are still controlling, but they've been able to see something where it's like, okay, we're gonna pick that, we're gonna take it, we're gonna nothing else. My head looks big, but nothing else. His idea of monopolizing the trash industry is so smart, but the instant thing I thought about that was that the ego would never let them. One thing about black men, that's what got me into this tangent, because one thing about black men, they have a big ego to make up for the inferiority that they feel within this world, you know? And I'm not blaming anybody. I'm not blaming them at all. How dare I blame the outcome of the situation that they didn't cause, you know? That's not what this video is for. Me saying that the idea is an amazing idea. But knowing black men, they don't want to go around and pick up trash. It's gonna be like, oh, I'm the trash guy. Oh, I'm dirty. This may be a very controversial take. Damn, this is the most controversial take I've ever probably posted on YouTube. But I'm so for real. Like, they don't want to do that. And it's an ego thing. It's an ego thing, because if you really think about it, like, it's the idea of being inferior. The idea that, oh, you're the trash guy. You have to deal with trash. It literally connects to the idea of that's inferior. I don't want to pick up other people's trash. That's disgusting. I don't want to pick up other people's trash, even though it can literally lead you to a place of money and fortune, to a place of actual security, to a place of actual stability and superiority. But the ego, oh, hell no, I ain't doing that. That's why I say it's inferiority within superiority. You're trying to be so superior that you make yourself inferior, bro. You try to be so superior. Oh, I'm not going to get trash. I'm not going to get trash. So what are you going to get? More guns? More money?
More ladies?
Bitches? More control? Because all those mean nothing. Within this society, none of that means nothing. That can literally change in the next month, bro. Dead. That can literally change so quick. So quick. But what about something tangible that's literally on this earth that we can all come together and be like, okay, this is what we're going to control. This is what we're going to put our thing to. And forget about the ego side. Forget about the side of like it's so fucking stupid, you know, because his point is amazing. And I just thought their egos is not going to let them. It's an amazing idea. It's an amazing point. But the fact alone that it's dealing with trash, throw it out the window. And that is so sad. Because we want to be like, it's not about who's inferior. It's not about who's superior. It's the idea that when you literally have so much taken away from you, you start to grasp at the straws, at surface level things, so you can have control. But again, they're surface level things. It is not real control. It can fall down any day, any time. And it leaves you with options that are still just surface level. What, you think, like how you said in the video, you think black women's gonna be like, well, you can't be like us. My man gonna shoot you up. What? My man gonna fuck you good. What? My man has a lot of money. Okay, him singularity? What about your whole community? It's my man, my man, my man. my man, my man, my man. But it's like, what about as a whole community? As a whole community, what can we say that, yo, we have this Ernie for belt and there's nothing that you can do about it? We have the decision, we have the control to take this away or let y'all have it. Nothing. Nothing. And it's not going to change either. I love her video because she's talking about how she hopes for a new but I've seen it real time. It's not gonna change. It's not gonna change. Within individuals, yeah, but within the whole collective, I hope is an amazing thing. I hope that would change, but this is years upon years upon years upon years of inferior superiority, of constantly getting what is yours taken away from you and being left with nothing, and only looking at what you can get your hands on, which isn't really tangible. And that intangibility causes you to have a dependency on it. You know, drugs, money, sex. Drugs, money, guns, sex. They don't mean shoot. They don't mean nothing. Within this actual economy, they don't mean crap. I'm low-key yapping, but I'm so for real. Like, if you get what I'm saying, you get what I'm saying. If you don't, you don't. I'm not arguing with nobody. I said what I said. If you got the mind to think, ponder about it. If you don't and you want to argue, it's giving inferior superiority. Because where's the need to argue? What about discussion? What about discussion? Actually, that is a really good idea. Let's get into this. Or even if not trash, let's think about another thing where it's like, yo, we have the means of this, and there's nothing that you can take away from us, because there's been so much taken away, and I don't blame us. But again, I don't blame you. But if you know the truth, then it is your responsibility to change it. It's a matter of you can be walking in hell. There's a difference between walking in hell and not knowing that you're walking in hell, and walking in hell and knowing damn well that's what you're doing, and still continuing to walk within that hell. Completely taking out the idea that there could be a better potential. It's not our fault that this is the circumstance today. But if we acknowledge and know that this is the circumstance today, it is our responsibility. If you want to have a happy future as a whole, let alone as like a demographic, this is where we stand up and we're like, okay, what can we do? What can we do for us? But still sitting there and being like, frick this, frick that. This. I'm going to stick with my guns, money, and bitches. Woman. I'm going to continue having a wife. I'm going to continue being her. I'm going to do all this, that, and the third, looking to surface level things. It's going to hurt some egos, but now it's your fault, because you're choosing to live within that. You're choosing to live within that actively. You have another option, but you're letting your ego literally hold you away from it. You're limiting your potential. 222 on the clock, bro. You're limiting your potential. Because you don't want to look stupid, quote unquote. When in reality, you're already looking stupid. Okay? Using oh my gosh, I am gonna get shitted for this one. But no, using guns, money, sex, and women as your assets looks goofy as shit. Like, there's no how, like, you can say that you build houses over their heads. You can say that you do technology. You can say that you do banks. You don't have a major thing on this earth as a collective that everybody else depends on. You already look goofy, bro. So how about you go ahead, monopolize the trash, and then you have at least assets. You have something tangible. And if somebody wants to laugh at you, want to be like, oh, that's dirty, X, Y, and Z, like, let that be. Who got money? Not them. If you want to be like X, Y, Z, take that opportunity away from them. You won't pick up the trash in their neighborhood that week. Now guess who's inferior? Like, it's all stupid, and but long story short, the power is within our hands, and the only way we're gonna accept and continue on with the idea that the power is within our hands is if we put down what we currently see as powerful and look to things that are actually manageable, that can actually benefit not just our community, but every other community, okay? Because everybody needs homes, everybody needs banks, everybody needs houses, everybody needs their trash taken out, okay? Everybody. All right? Not everybody needs fucking guns. Not everybody needs money. Not everybody needs
gorgeous
bitches,
ladies.
I said what I said. If I stepped on some toes, it was meant to be. Hearts and kisses. Bye.